Yo, what's up, Panda? Welcome. Give me one moment here. Getting everything all set up. Do 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 do. Whoops. All right. So, what do we think of the new look here, Panda? Yo, what's up, Cheesin? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What sort of financial questions you got, Cheesin? My favorite food is steak. To be specific, T-bone steak. What's your favorite food? Chicken and rice? That's nobody's favorite meal. You only like chicken and rice if you're trying to cut weight. Yo, what's up, Duck? Welcome back. How's your server going? How's the. Wait, I forgot. No, you're not the kid who sells things. Hey, it's all good. Thanks for dropping by, Duck. I don't think it's Zay, no. Have you guys been playing? My channel is about helping people get better with finances. All the stuff at the top. So I talk to people about money and how to be better with their money, Cheesin. What do you get into? What are your hobbies? A lot of Roblox players find my channel for some reason. Oh, all right. Do you play any games? All right. Roblox and Fortnite. Those are the two big ones. Did you just find me through your shorts feed? And would you feel comfortable giving the stream a like? If people like it, it pushes it into the algorithm. Hey, I appreciate it, Cheese. Cheesin'. So tell me about your name. Where did it come from? No worries. Later, Cheesin'. Thanks for coming by. Hey, all right. Do you have? Well, we could talk about it later. But what's your favorite cheese? Yo, what's up, Natalie Emmons? Welcome. What sort of financial questions you got? Or any topics you want me to cover? Thanks, Max. Welcome. 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 So, did you guys find me through your shorts feed or were you looking for financial help? Either way, I hope to help you. Do you guys have. I don't play guitar, unfortunately. I don't play any instruments. We're going to get my kids guitar lessons at some point, and I'll probably start with them. Hey, it's all good. Random question. Do you guys have budgets? I am 41, Miss Lulu. Financial budget. Like, do you track your spending? Do you track your income and your spending? I like to smell good. Max Cologne, your name is very fitting, you know? Hey, I dig it, Max. Okay. Do you have an emergency fund? How old are you, Miss Lulu? I am not AI. I am a real human being. Look, fingers. Are you AI? Bow, 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 bow. All right, Big Meow. What sort of advice you need? I have a bunch of topics we can cover and get into, but it's probably better if you have questions. Ha! I can't give you advice on this, my man. Make sure it's legal no matter what you're doing. What other stuff you got? What other questions? Hey, as a random person dropping by the stream, do you think I should be at the top and the sign at the bottom? What do you think? So, what sort of questions do we have? What sort of thoughts do we have? I mean, that's a really good question, Singleist, and there's really no definitive answer. I would say when they've served their purpose for you. So me personally, I buy things to own them forever. I don't really intend to sell them until I need the proceeds, if that makes sense. So, like if you're talking about gold, right? Your purpose for these things might be different than mine. Like there's house flippers, there's gold, well, investment flippers for everything, right? So you buy something, you don't intend to hold it for a long time, you want to make a quick buck. But it all depends on what your goal is with that money and with that investment. And once you've achieved that goal, then you can look at selling it. But did you have like a more specific question that I could help you out with? Not really. I don't have much financial experience, unfortunately. Well, hey, that's why I'm here, man. Uh, so I'm a CFP professional. I don't know if that means anything to you, but I'm a fiduciary financial advisor. I have to do what's in your best interest. I have no products or classes to sell you. I'm simply here to help people. So if you have questions about anything or you want to know where to begin, like I'd be happy to kind of start from the beginning and how you can improve your financial situation if you'd like. Um, but the very first thing is a detailed budget, like down to the penny. Write down everything, either in an Excel spreadsheet or on paper. But look at it, really look at it. It's a life changing, eye opening experience. You start to eliminate things you don't really need, cut things out, uh, but it really gives you a true picture of how you're spending your money. Once you do that, you build up an emergency fund. So I like 12 months of basic living expenses. When you build up your emergency fund, it gives you peace of mind. So if you lose your job or something happens, you have 12 months of expenses to cover you. Uh, and those are probably the two most important things. If you want some sayings to live by, live like you're broke until you're rich, and spend less than you make. Those are the two most important things. If you do those at pretty much any point in your life, you'll be much better for it. I got you, Sing. I have a free Patreon if you want to join. We do a community Q&A every weekend. I might start turning that into a workshop. Um, but yeah, we kind of go from there. So if you really want more personalized help, feel free to drop by any stream that you want here on YouTube. You can also join the community and make it more privatized. Yo, what's up? ATR Alpha. Welcome. Are you building a shout outs video? Oh, excuse me. Hit me, Sir Blade. All right, so investing depends on what you're actually investing in, but we can go over that. I married a Latina, just so you know, Sir Blade. My wife is Mexican. Uh, so investing, it depends on what you are investing in, but you essentially are buying something at a certain price. You're hoping it goes up in value over time until you begin selling it when you need the funds. Does that make sense? A It helps that she's beautiful, you know? Hey, let's go, Sir Blade. Now, ATR, I don't know if I'm answering your question the way you want me to, but let me know. Hey, thanks, Blade. We do have a blessed life. I am blessed and highly favored, no doubt about it. Hey, what was I going to say? Did I come up on your shorts feed, or were you looking for financial talk? I looked through your channels, and I think it'd be useful if you could have content where you come in with a topic and loose script. Shorts feed, I dig that. Hey, thanks for looking, Sing. All right, so I appreciate you saying that. So that is coming. I have recorded a video about paying off debt. Man, Kevin comes in, immediate negativity. My brother, find a better way to use your lifetime. I was just roaming around asking for shout out and found someone useful. Hey, all right. But does that answer your question on investing, Alpha? I mean, ask me anything. Peasant has a connotation to it. There's absolutely hate to it. You know nothing about me, but you called me a peasant. I dig it, Alpha. So if you want, I can go deeper. You know what I mean? It's okay, man. Some people walk around grumpy. I imagine these are the guys when you're playing video games, they get a little bit tilted and throw your whole game. It's because people like you, which made these words, like that peasant. All right, buddy. All right. Kevin's definitely the guy to throw your elo in a game. No doubt about it. Kevin, you still live at home. Why are you talking? All right. Hello. Rent has gotten real bad in New York City, and I'm thinking of moving out. Do you know any affordable cities nearby? People say there's high crime rates in the cheaper areas, and I'm really confused. Yeah, it's tough, man. The whole New York City and surrounding area is rough. Most of my family's actually from Jersey, and it's expensive there too. You're not just in a local market, you're in an international market in New York City and the surrounding areas. So everything's going to be expensive. You're not competing with just New Yorkers, you're competing with the entire world. So I don't know of affordable areas around there. Did you put fertilizer on your beard or what? How does it grow like this? I honestly don't know, man. Sacrifices were made to grow the beard. You know what I mean? Do you know Arjit Singh? I do not. I do not. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with these peasants. I'm 12. Man, these 12-year-olds coming in just going crazy. Talking about debt. I'm about to start my uni life after 12th year. It is pretty expensive, and I'm going to have to work to pay it off. All right, sounds good, Singh. I am stuck in my life. I am not seeing my progress. What should I do? So what sort of progress are you looking for? Honestly, you should wake up every day and take a walk. Can you shave your beard? I could for $1 million. But gents, you gotta make purposeful change in your life, things that you can do every day. I'm actually about to do some push-ups because it's 12 o'clock if you want to start. But every day, start your day with a walk, something physical to get you going, and then work from there. Why would I shave my beard, brother? My beard is even longer than it looks. The whole camera. The whole camera. I just don't like leaning back this far. It's splitting there in the middle. What's that about? Yikes. That's got to be rough for you and your potential spouse. Hey, God bless you, gents. Hey, your life can be better. I'm being serious. I don't know if this is a troll question or not, but your life can be better, man. Make some purposeful moves. You'll be on the come up. My dad is out of a job and my mom is working to support the whole family. So how do I get a job that will not just be a mindless labor office job? I want my money to study to use, but I want money too. Well, you got to look at career fields that somehow interest you. I'd probably start with that. What sort of careers interest you? And then find the ones with money. I mean, the best way to, and the hardest way, to make a lot of money and enjoy what you're doing is to create something. Any financial advice for someone who manages to make break even but has horrible work-life balance? Would really appreciate it. Do you have a detailed budget, Unga Bunga? I mean, for real, you wrote down every penny. That's the first thing. When you do that, eliminate everything that you don't need. And you don't need most things. To give you a very specific example, this phone is an iPhone SE from 2020. Who's reading what? Yeah, I'm reading the question, dog. Muhammad, you could be respectful or you can get out. If you don't like it, nobody's keeping here, brother. If you want, no, I'm not going to do it. I could read in silence, but that's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Ha! Muhammad, I've helped out thousands of people, my brother. It's almost time for you to go. But yeah, Singulus, sorry, I'm going to go back to this. The best thing to do, if you can, is figure out how you can solve other people's problems in a way that utilizes your skills. It's very difficult to do. And a lot of the time, what you end up going to school for is not what you end up doing for your career. You end up learning a bunch of stuff throughout life. All right, Mohammed. And let's go ahead and. Wait, that didn't do it. There we go. See you later, Mohammed. All right. So, multiple source of income idea for early 20s, passive. Man, how much, Godly Kraken, how much capital do you have to work with? Yo, what's up, David Nelson? How are you? I was reading questions and answering them, but then this dude came in and is causing disruption. So anyway, I'm a free financial advisor. I'm a CFP professional, and I'm just trying to help people get better with their money. What do you think about AI? Is it a bubble which is going to burst, or will it revolutionize the job market? Well, this is tough. In the long term, I do think AI will end up taking a lot of, especially physical jobs away. Maybe even computing jobs and all that. Because technically, every uh, every coding or every code can be input into AI and it knows it. At some point, if done properly, it will know how to advance the code, but then it'll be able to handle even non-physical labor. So this is a really tough question to answer in the short term. I do think it's probably a little overblown in the short term, but in the long term, I do think like I worry about my kids and uh, what they will have to go through when competing with AI. So there's not a oh, there is a timeout. Go ahead and time out there. I work in compliance, and boy, has AI shaken this industry. I've seen my coworkers get fired, and it's surreal. So, what if you don't mind me asking, what industry are you in? And are they coders and things like that? Because I'm not going to mention the company, but there are computations that are done at the end of every day for certain companies, and they never change. AI could take over that sort of stuff right now. I think until you fully trust it, a human has to verify the info. But wouldn't they just use AI as a tool for new AI requiring jobs, like how we use computers for computer required jobs? Yeah, but at some point, if AI is able to complete a task, because computers help people complete tasks at this point. Honestly, Nikhil, I think the answer is actually social media. Directly social media. Because people will say it's like phones and things like that, or technology. But, I had a Game Boy at one point, Sega at one point, things like that. I work in house. The thing that is our work is ultimately binary. Is this legal or not? Can you find a way to do this in a legal way? Interesting. Okay. And also, sorry if this offends anybody, but I don't think people know the Lord. I think that's all those questions. That's very interesting. So, what are they getting fired for? Because AI is taking over their role, or like it can handle their responsibilities? These days, as an adult, I always wake up with heavy heart and tense for no reason. Is it a phase of adulting? Maybe. Uh, I think it's a matter of perspective. This is just me, Nikhil, but I wake up every day feeling good. If you, I don't know what's going to tick, so I'm going to try a couple of things here. But think about the absolutely tiny 1 grain of sand on the beach chance that you exist. What are the chances of you existing? Of everything in the universe, you exist. That's pretty incredible. That alone is really cool and should get people amped up. Are you sleeping properly? I definitely. All right. So I sleep a normal amount of hours per week, but the way I sleep is not consistent. My diet is regular and healthy. You're probably talking about Nikhil, but I'm answering the questions as well. These are all good questions, Nikhil. Yes, Harvey AI in particular, they basically fired 1/3 of the junior associates, and the seniors plus AI can do more work in less time. Wow. Toaster poodle? That's actually not what it says in the Bible. It's actually not what it says in the Bible. I do have kids, Gabe. I do have kids. I think it's my toxic work culture, my company, and my boss. Yeah, don't let your job become who you are. Don't let it do it. Those who are bald are evil. Those who have a full head of hair are virtuous. Hey man, you gotta say things and believe things to make your life feel a certain way. If that helps you sleep at night, Toaster, you got it, brother. You got it. Oh man. All right. What's funny is I enjoy being bald. It makes my life a lot easier, even though the beard makes it more difficult. If I had no beard and no hair on my head, life would be super easy. But I like being bald. The one thing I regret is never rocking the surfer guy cut. I never grew hair out to my shoulders. That's the only thing I regret. It's just people look into the medical industry. AI can't really affect it in a meaningful way. There you go. Hey, Singulus. So, based on what you said earlier, does the medical industry seem like something that you would be interested in? Is that something you would get amped up for every day? Give me one sec while we're chatting here. Is there ever beard balding? If you have, my friend actually has this. He has alopecia. I think when you become older, it begins to thin out, but I don't think much. I've seen like old dudes who have like crazy beards. But if you have alopecia, I guess that could be anywhere. But my friend is getting patches of his beard falling out. Our thing is not be bald, but phase we are semi-bald, which I'm in currently. Yeah, semi-bald is the worst. I recommend you just let it go. Delaying the inevitable. Not worth it. I have a friend, he's got the crown, and then he's got the patch that goes across the top. He says he'll shave his head when he goes bald. And we're like, oh, okay. Okay. I'm interested in astrophysics, majorly nuclear physics, minorly. Okay. What's the job market in those fields? I am in America, Arizona to be specific. There's no way if he's interested in astrophysics and nuclear physics that he wants a government job. No way. I do remember Spy. I do remember. Krishna, we were talking about jobs and how AI will affect those jobs and really just finding purpose in your life. Because, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things going on. A bunch of things going on. Let me get another drink. I'm going to be right back. We are back. I have a daycare in Minnesota, and I'm looking to move very, very large amounts of cash out of country. Any advice? No. I have no advice for that. Research is pretty prevalent along with teaching jobs. If you are an engineer too, you could be a high need scientist, but I'm doing pure science. Hey, all right. What is your path into those? Singulus, one of the things that people underestimate is networking. Replace humans? I mean, in some capacities, but not in others. Replace some jobs, absolutely. Hey, let's go, Spy. Let's go. What changes did you end up making to your channel? Um, all right. So, oh, sorry, I missed your one up top. So, sorry, Singulus, I was talking about networking. If you can, you should reach out to agencies that you want to work for and say, hey, I'm too young to get a job, but I'm really trying to decide my future now. Know people and keep meeting important faces. Yes. Oh man, do you already go to conferences and events? Because that's deeper than what I was going to say. Because what I was going to say is to reach out to these companies. Hey, also, does anybody want to join me? I'm doing 5 slow push-ups. If anybody wants to join, 5 of them. Cool. I'm gonna go do a pull-up. Hold on. By the end of this stream, we're gonna be pumped. We're gonna be pumped. All right. Saying that jobs will be lost when AI comes is like saying that horse cart drivers will lose their jobs when cars arrived. Yeah, but see, the main thing is the AI, especially combined with robots, will eventually change things. That was not slow, but done. Let's go. Started playing more games and using AI voice to speak. Also giving shout outs and vids while gaming. All right. Yeah, let's go, Spy. Yo, what's up, Ann? Welcome. Hey, appreciate it, Ann. It's actually longer than it looks, too. Here we go. Boo! I do watch UFC. I do watch. I watched the first two cards of the year so far. Well, I watched parts of the first two cards of the year. I should braid it. I have had my wife's family braid it, and then my wife has braided it as well. Split it in half. Wait, split it in half and braid it. Who is your favorite fighter? Well, my favorite fighter is not active. I'd have to look at active fighters again. Max Holloway is up there. All-time favorites probably DC. I loved BJ Penn, GSP. I do have kids. I have 4 kids. Well, now you got to be consistent, Spy. From my research, YouTube likes it when you are consistent. You know what I mean? Is AI good or bad in your opinion? Why are people scared? I think people are just scared because it will potentially take jobs. You know what I mean? I had WWE trading cards as a kid. I had basketball trading cards as a kid. No, sir, Ann. No, sir. Or no, ma'am. 6 and younger. But yeah, I had NBA cards as a kid, and they got stolen from me. I have no more trading cards. No more trading cards. But yeah, the AI. So there are certain things in the AI realm that it's more like the computation, Krishna. Because once AI understands how to code or how to do those things, it can take over the computations. And then once they take over the computations, if you're not evolving the computations, where does a human come into play? You know what I mean? Dual income, no kids, especially for me living in overpopulated, high AQI. I don't know what AQI is. Dink is dual income, no kids. Yeah, I was real sad, Singulus. I also made a gigantic mistake. I got one of those cards, or I picked up a card in a pack when I was a kid, and it was a rare card. And they said if you mailed that rare card in, they'll send you the whole set. I mailed it in. I never got the set. No, I don't think AI will be able to reciprocate the same neuro vibrations as humans. Air quality index? Okay. But yeah, so what do you mean opinion, Nikhil, on Dink? I think I've answered. Oh yeah, okay, going back to spy. So YouTube likes it when you are consistent, supposedly. So if you start a posting schedule, keep the same posting schedule. And they also like it when you're consistent in the content you post. The same neuro vibrations as humans when talked about feelings. No. And because of overpopulation and societal norms, he is asking for your opinion on dink couples because he himself is thinking of that. Yeah, but there's got to be more to it than just what do you think about being dinks? Because you can go any direction on that. Yeah, that's true, Krishna. They do think AI will eventually evolve. I think people are actually more scared. Yeah, like maybe the Matrix, but the older generations are thinking more like the Terminator. That's what they think AI is going to become. And who knows? It might. I think it will be hard for him to be married without kids. I mean, some people choose to live that life. What would make it harder without kids? I do think kids bring a certain joy to life that can't be matched in other ways. But a lot of people now are convinced that having kids is a bad thing because of money. A lot of people are choosing the even oink, dink or oink. You stayed in India for years? But what makes it harder without kids? Can we think of kids as planned investments or is that immoral? Well, I do think previous generations did look at kids as investments. They looked at kids as labor around the house and around the farm. But modern society has made things so easy for people that nobody really looks at kids as helpful, but more so as financial burdens, sadly. Most of the time, it's a woman who is blamed for not being able to bear children. Oh, man. In India? Or just in general? Yeah, that's very true. I'm talking about India. What took you to India and then what? Well, I guess I don't know where you are now, but what took you to India and what took you out of India? Anne? My mom's from India and she was called barren because she couldn't conceive for 6 years after marriage. Did she eventually, well, I guess she did eventually have kids, unless you were adopted. Hey, you were a blessing then. First and only child. Did they decide not to have any more children, or was it just difficult after having you, like it was difficult before having you? Sorry for these questions. Man, Nikhil dipped out. I wanted to talk more and understand more about Nikhil's questions because I'm also interested in overpopulation and the idea behind it. Okay. How was it being raised as a an only child? Did you ever wish for siblings? My brother and I are 12 years apart. He always wanted a brother, and then boom. People are different. Don't generalize people as Indians. I don't think anybody's generalizing. Oh, are you talking about the considering them barren? It's hectic. All the attention is on you. I could see that. But I don't think anybody, maybe I'm wrong, maybe N is, but I don't think anybody was trying to generalize Indians as a people. I don't know anything about India to be able to say anything, you know? Honestly, I kind of love being pampered. I never wished for siblings. Country wise or state wise? America, Arizona. Singleness. I'm very interested in your thoughts about around the planned investments or not. Uh, it's all relative, but yes, special kind of cactuses. I think saguaros are famous. Just from your question, can we think of kids as planned investments or is that immoral? I think counting on your kid as your retirement is probably not wise, not right. But saguaros are famous here. But if you're, I don't know what kind of special cactuses it could be. But yeah, so it's all relative. And when we had one kid, it felt hectic. But then when we had two kids, one kid felt hectic. Wait, how do I word that? One, I'm sorry. When we had two kids, one kid all of a sudden was like, "Man, that was easy." Then we had three kids, two kids felt easy. Four kids, three kids felt easy. Because now you can take, you know, three kids out at once, and it's like, oh, this is actually relatively easy. So it's relative. I mean, that's true, Krishna. There are good and bad people everywhere. Every type of person, everywhere, regardless of, I'll say, background. I think that's immoral when kids are seen as investments. It just increases unnecessary expectations. Ooh, yeah, it's kind of true. Yo, what's up, LAX Tyler? Wait, is this Ty or is this a different Tyler? Just watching YouTube and it keeps popping up. Sorry, Ty from the crew. Yeah, I could totally see that, Ann. Man, I had no idea you had a YouTube, Ty. Where are you at right now? Number one mod. Were you my first? You were close to it. You were close. Yeah, that's a good point, Ian. I think it's kind of scary getting out there because there's certain things you realize when you're older that you don't realize when you're younger. When you're young, the world feels very small, and then when you're older, the world is very big. Like when my mom died, it was I don't know, it changed my perspective, and it made me realize that nobody actually cares about what you're going through. You know what I mean? I'm in Virginia, sitting in class right now, waiting for class to be over so I can go work out and eat. There you go. Ty's trying to get huge. MV, you have to. It depends on what your goal for the money is. MV, a blanket statement doesn't work when it comes to investments because it all depends on your risk tolerance for things. Like generally, historically, there's less returns overall. I guess it depends on what index you're looking at for metals compared to index funds. But metals are more known for value retention, not necessarily outplacing or outpacing inflation, if that makes sense. You have to let them go one day. You do. You do. Back in buys today? I think so, Ty. I think I still follow the Insta. Are you posting swole clips or what? I'm surprised you haven't posted them in the server yet. I don't actually use social media like a normal person. Internet bills? I think it depends on where you are, Krishna. Like Texas, I can't speak about too many states, but Texas has great infrastructure in the Dallas area and North Dallas, multiple internet providers and all that. So the price for what you're getting is good. In Arizona, there's not nearly as many options, so you're sort of hamstrung on what you can do. Oh, oh, here we go. I am talking about investments in the sense the more effort you put into making their lives better, study habits nurture, the more it would be benefit to their future and ultimately mine, I think. Yeah. How did I miss that? They see you more of a repayment than a parent. Interesting. It's like my parents took care of me, so I have to pay them back. Yeah, I don't want them to think my children owe me anything. That they have, they just go live their lives. You know what I mean? But I still, see. I take what you're saying, Singulus, as a still there. I don't think there's anything wrong about helping them form habits of study, life habits, nurturing them, and your life will be better because you'll likely have good relationships with them when they're older and you're older, which ultimately makes your life better. Nothing about financial. It doesn't sound like Singulus is talking anything about money. You know what I mean? Did you have to repay your parents, Anne? Or does it feel like you have to? Your parents never let you forget that? I don't know what that is, Siddharth. Really? In what ways do you have to repay them? Is it self imposed or did they make you feel that way? Are you Indian? I am not Indian. Shined Cruise, what's going on? They made it feel that way subtly, and then me being the person I impose it on myself. Are your parents trying to take care of their own future? Like, what does their retirement savings look like? I'm sorry for that feeling. All right. So maybe you'll just be there for the emotional support? So you're actually talking financial. Yes, I'm from the USA. Born in the USA. I'm from Texas. I lived in Texas for a little bit. US of A. Where I'm proud to be an American. Where at least I know I'm free. I just saw the message, Ty. Give me a oorah, Ty. Give me a oorah. Feels really terrible when you feel like your path is locked up into their wishes, but they ultimately love you and will accept you however you are and will try and help you succeed. I'm in Arizona. Emotions are good for the outward display, but at last I have to pay them back, not only in monetary ways, but other ways as well. I'm super confused, Dan. How else are you going to pay them back? You got the arm up like a model, Ty. You got the arm up like a model. How else can you pay them back more than emotionally? I'll have to be emotionally available, though, no matter my emotional conditions. Looking huge, Ty. We're going to call you Huge Arms Ty now. I still think Tiny Arms Ty is funny, though. What kind of cars do you think we'll use in the future? Hydrogen, gas, electric. How is the EV infrastructure in your country? I'm going to answer the last part first. The EV infrastructure is growing. Took a trip with a friend from Arizona to California in his Tesla, and we did nothing but, obviously nothing but the charging stations. It added more time to our ride, or to our drive, but it was awesome. So that's getting better. As for the future, I don't know. There's probably not enough power from the sun to actively power a car while it's driving. I'll have to be present no matter what. I'll take care of their needs. It's hard to explain. It's something that you have to experience for yourself. Oh, I did. When my mom was dying, had to help with all the bathroom stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Like the end of life stuff? I did go through that. It is rough. See, I am happy. I was happy to do it. I didn't feel like there was expectation. And honestly, while my mom was dying, she talked about this stuff. I think that's how it is for all. Maybe not all. That's how it is for a lot of parent-child relationships, you know? All right, hold on. What did I miss? Sorry. So for cars, it feels like solar seems to be the easy answer to the future if we could figure out how to harness the power of the sun. But for whatever reason, we don't have the technology to make that truly viable. So I don't have a good answer for you there, Krishna. I know Toyota is working on hydrogen. So who knows? Free advice, guys. A full-time advice giver for financial. Just life advice for completely free. We are changing the world one soul at a time, one combo at a time. Let's go, Ty. Let's go. Which advice do I not follow, Stink Detective? How many kilometers do you travel? How many times do you charge the car? So I think we stopped 2 to 3 times on the way to California. It was like, I can't remember all of them, but they're always near other gas stations, so it felt oddly normal. I think the charging took, I don't know, I don't think we did a full charge once, but it was like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. What about water-powered cars? What do we think about that? Nuclear is clean, efficient, and viable. I agree. It's good for you, feeling the weight of expectations on your shoulders, especially when you're the only child. It's absolutely draining. But I think we should all just get bikes and pedal around everywhere. Way cheaper. It would be cheaper. I don't think I understand. Like yeah. Wait, how about this? We learned to teleport. Uh-oh, ties in. Once Ty reaches one of these moods, all the stuff goes crazy. I like that you called out soft. About the charging speed, 0 to 100, is it improving? I actually don't have an answer for that because I'm not in the. I'm not in there. Like a bus that flies in the air with an engine, like Harry Potter, Ty, like Harry Potter. So what does your day to day look like, Anne, that you feel that weight? Aren't your parents living their lives, or do they just is it just the expectations that you come and see them a certain amount of time? Like, what would they do if you moved away? What are the expectations there? But yeah, the end of life stuff. I was happy to be there for my mom because she was there for me, but I don't think she had any sort of expectation. And when we were in the hospital, she said things about like kind of not wanting us to help. I think because she was embarrassed, but we were there. I moved away and low key best decision. Marine Corps, it's not my choice. You're going to see a lot of things. Oh, that's a good question, Singulus. Who's your favorite rapper? Man. Man. That's tough. I'll say, man, hold up. Let me look at the playlist. Kanye is definitely on there, or Ye. Let's see here. So this is kind of tough. Like Free or 50 Cent's first album is one of my favorite albums of all time. But just overall discography, it's probably Ye. David Nelson, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, I'm Free Advice Guy. The streams are more for educational purposes. I think we should invent a way or a thing with like 4 wheels that goes from place to place. We could use like oil, alternative fuel, and power an engine. Interesting. Favorite Kanye album? It's probably Jesus is King. Center of the screen, but then what do I put about it? Also, I'm not creeping at the bottom. I was at the top before, but here. I'm actually glad you gave me feedback because I was wondering about this. I was literally up until today's stream at the top. So let's do this. We'll make it smaller. Woo! We take this. I don't know what this looks like. Woo! Whoops. Get back to this. Whoops. All right. Much better at the top. All right. We do that. Let's get the chat box. We'll move this down here. All right. Whoops. Now the screens are not connected. Hold on. I can't see chat right now. There we go. All right. So much better at the top. All right. Top is way better. Why don't we say anything anymore, Tyler? What's the red? Is this important? No. If you see the landscape version of it, my camera is actually in the red box, but I think it would be too small on portrait. Make your banner smaller and yourself bigger. Hold on, this is just a temporary thing. This is just a temporary thing. They're doing well, Ty. They're doing well. So if we drag it down some, make this bigger. Whoops. Control Z. What is that? Oh, capture device. Can you guys see every micro movement, or is it only after I place it? Okay. There, I'm a little bit bigger. If you make it like, let's see here. Do something that could make me like, oh, I don't know the rest. What's the rest of that question, Mr. I don't know gamers? Okay, I'm going to go back to scrolling TikTok while I count the minutes down until I can go work out. Later, Ty. Good luck, man. Budgeting, debt, investing, retirement. There we go, Krishna. Now you can actually see the difference. Now you can see the difference. See it moving all around. That's very interesting. Changing the banner is too bright, bro. Dim it out or something. It's like way too bright to look at for 1 minute or more. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it. One, I don't know how to dim it. I don't know how to. So, but yeah, Krishna, you could see the difference there, yeah? Because I don't think it would work this way. Here, we're going to give this a try real quick. Yoink. All right, how's that, guys? How's that? Hey, Nick. Thanks for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I hear you, brother. This is only temporary until I actually get some stuff here. This is all temporary. I'm working on things right now. Yo, what's up, Caleb? I'm working on things right now, David, to be there. But to be straight with you, you're not going to like it. But this banner is going to be behind me, and I'm going to be where the red box is. That's what's coming in the future. So I don't think you're going to like that either. And then I'm going to have lights around the edge, and then maybe a Free Advice Guy logo thing right here. I do remember, Caleb. I do. All right. How's this look on mobile now? How's it look on portrait? Okay. What made you stop, Caleb? Did you get in trouble, or did you just come to some realizations? No, just you could just chroma key green screen yourself out with an AI background to do the same thing digitally. So I want a real life feel. I actually don't like this at all. I've only been doing this for like 2 months. I want it to look and feel real. This is not ideal. Not ideal. I don't know for prices. Also, I get told I'm scamming people, but I'm not. Yeah, because don't you sell things for less than you buy them for? That's not a scam. Guys, I gotta drop the stream or end the stream here in a couple of minutes. So if you got any final questions for me, let me know. Oh, give me one sec. I got a dip, man. Hey, it was good talking with you, Singles. Appreciate you coming through. Good chats today. Good questions. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thoughts on the recent goal changes? Do you mean the rise up or the come down? Yo, you can't be on this while you're taking tests, Caleb. You're going to get expelled. They're going to think you're cheating. Yeah, get those grades up. Get those grades up, Caleb. That'll mean more to you financially over time than selling these things. I'm going to answer Valkyani. Valkyani. What about poker? Caleb, I will probably be gone when you get back. I don't want to give. If poker is just for fun, you're playing with your friends. It all depends on your feel. I think mathematically they say not to do it, right? Because there's more cards that are above a 6 than are 6 and below. So if you're feeling froggy, you could. Valky, I would like to answer your question fully before I go if you're still here. So I'm going to hang out for another minute or two in case you're still here. Uh-oh, 7. It was popping for a while. All right, but if Valky's not here, I appreciate the question there, 7. I will be back. I will be back, but I do have to call that a stream for today. I appreciate you guys. Fun stream. And we'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.